Hey everyone, David from Casetify here. Before we start this review, there's something that needs to be addressed. About 2 weeks ago as of making this, Zach Nelson from Jerry Rig Everything made a video of how Casetify stole his and D brand's designs from them. Now while this is still considered alleged, the evidence that Zach provided in his video is pretty cut and dry. I'm still releasing the video because I still believe it has some valid information to help you, the viewer, but I want this to be known here that this channel will never support a company that straight up steals from its community. Zach has over 8 million subscribers and still got his designs stolen. I can only imagine what they can do with a smaller channel like mine or others. But with that being said, let's all grab a coffee and review the hell out of this case. Enjoy. If you guys have seen your most favorite celebrities, you know that they're using a Casetify case. They're super trendy right now and they just released this new one called the Ultra Bounce. But is it worth the $112 price tag? Let's check it out. Let's first talk about the case's features. We have the Ultra Bounce corners, which flex at all 4 corners of the phone case. If you guys are familiar with Casetify's lineup, it's comparable to their bounce case. This amount of flex leads to a 32.8 feet drop protection rating. If anyone needs this kind of drop protection, I really want to know what your life is all about. So obviously this is not going to be an everyday thing where you need to drop your phone from that height, but I'm not going to lie, it is a nice peace of mind. We'll test this case's drop protection in a normal everyday test later on in the video. Another cool feature of the case is the camera lens protection. Now, as far as I can tell, the clarity of the lens is not obscured at all. The only thing to look out for is dirt grouping up in the grooves of the lens protection. It's a little difficult to remove without some rubbing alcohol, but you can totally do it. Only time will tell how the lens protection holds up. And lastly, the case is MagSafe compatible, so you don't have to worry about wireless charging. I did notice that the case was a little thicker, so some MagSafe connections may not work as well. Just be sure to double check whenever you place down your phone on your wireless charger. To test the day in a life capabilities, I went on a short hike. I tested some drops and the overall ruggedness of this case. Will it scratch up? Will it hold up over time? Let's go ahead and see my findings. Walking around with this case, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it can take a drop, but let's really test it out. %. It cracked the screen protector. Yeah, the screen protector cracked. Let's go ahead and drop it some more. I'm gonna throw it. So let's go ahead and talk about the aftermath of what happened when we went hiking, and also wearing this case for about 2 to 3 weeks afterwards. So this is the back of the case, and I don't know how this is gonna come up on camera, but I can tell you guys right now that the case is very scratched up on the back. I think you guys could kind of see it, but there's a lot of like micro scratches all over this thing. The good thing is that, you know, even though I did drop this a lot, like on rocks and gravel and stuff, the outside isn't really affected. Like this coating or whatever they're using on the rubber part is not that bad. It's just the plastic middle part. Sadly, also the camera protection, I found this to be a huge negative when I was using this case. Camera lens protection would accrue so much dust, and especially on that hike, I had to keep scrubbing it away, and in turn, it also scratched the protection itself. So that's one thing that I noticed. But other than that, it did protect the phone. You know, the phone is intact on the back. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the front, and the front has a lot of stories to tell. bam. When I showed you guys the footage of me throwing this thing on the floor during that hike, the gravel and the rocks just completely crushed this Casetify screen protector. But to be fair, most screen protectors would most likely crack in that situation, just because rocks, they have such different properties than just dropping this like on the regular floor. The weight on the side did not save this drop. But it's been about 2 to 3 weeks, and I don't even know if this is protected underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal that to you guys right now live on camera. Oh man, this is so nerve-wracking, you guys. Okay, good thing is the screen protector did its job and saved the phone. Everything is good on the front. I also dropped this on my floor, which is basically like some vinyl wood flooring, and underneath is like a bunch of concrete. But yeah, the case did a good job in protecting the phone overall. But the question is, are you willing to spend $112 for this kind of phone case when pretty much their lower grade case that is probably like $20 cheaper that can do an almost equal or better job? In my opinion, what you're really paying for is just kind of like the overall look. But again, if you're getting this for the protection purposes, it's gonna be a hard recommendation for $112. That's just my opinion. But what do you guys think? So going through my ratings, buy at full price, try it out, wait for a sale, or completely pass, I'm gonna recommend to you that you pass on this case. While I don't completely write off getting any kind of Casetify case, I really do like the impact line and the collabs that they have. But if you want to spend over $100 on a phone case, that you can just go with the bounce cases if you're still trying to stick with Casetify. That's what I recommend you do. I mean, to others, this might be the perfect case for them, but if it were up to me, I would definitely pass on this case and just get something that's worth more value. Thankfully, there's a lot of great cases for your iPhones nowadays, so I'll go ahead and leave some suggestions down in the description. But long story short, pass on this case. Unless you have the money to spend, then by all means, it's your own decision. Make sure you watch this video if you're interested in leather cases for your iPhone. Thank you for watching today's video. This is David serving you a little side of tech, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you guys.